Hi, I'm Ziv Raviv, and today I'm going to share with you the lesson of how to grow an email list, leveraging generosity and content to create your own tribe. And if you're watching this, then by now I think that we can agree that creating an email list is an opportunity and it's important. And hopefully this will help you sell your first 10 enrollments to your online course and more than that. So let's agree that this is important to grow an email list. And now let's talk about how. How do we actually do that? So the big problem is that people talk about how the money is in the list, but what do you actually do? Like, what's the practical way to get people to join your email list? Well, I have a promise to you, which is, if you actually do even some of the tactics that I will share with you, you will create the biggest asset in your business, which is your list. And more than that, I want to promise you that everything I show you today, I actually implement. I don't just talk about it because theoretically speaking, it is good for you, which is okay as well to have that type of lectures. But no, today I'm going to share with you actual things that we in Kiwi Media, in Daily Cookie, after launching over 120 online courses, these are the type of things that we do day to day. And so it's very practical, it's very concrete. And instead of sharing with you 5 hot topics or 5 hot principles, I've decided to share with you 10. I hope that's okay, that I over-deliver. Is it okay that I over-deliver? Awesome. So the first thing you need to do is to design a strategic freebie. What you see here is at kiwimedia.co/free-training. And it's one of our freebies, but you need to start with one, and you want to make it as strategic as possible. Your freebie can be a free video training, a free ebook, a free resource like a checklist or a spreadsheet of sorts, as long as it's actually providing huge amounts of value and solves a problem in the market where you're operating in your industry. So this is really key that you have a strategic freebie. Once you have one, you can put it in as a link on your Facebook user. You can put it on all sorts of places to promote it. And I'll show you how to do that too. So at the beginning, you just need to create the actual content of something really, really good that will be something people want. And if you don't know what will that be, you need to either attend some meetings with a coach or listen to podcasts about business, for example, the Micro Niche Mastery podcast. And yeah, you just need to kind of be generous and research what do people need, what are the problem, and then you solve a problem that they have, and then you can share that resource with them eventually. So the second principle I want you to know is that you don't just need one. You probably need at the beginning 3 to 4 freebies. 3 is a good number to start with, so 2 more freebies. And for example, for Daily Cookie, we have like 141 email IDs that make your clients want to enjoy buying from you. We have one for how to plan your sales page. We have one for what to write in the buttons and in the CTAs, the call to actions in your email. So we have a bunch of them, and we use them according to the dialogue that we are in at that moment. But I highly recommend throughout all of our businesses, we use freebies. We use as unique as possible freebies. So like making them specific for a blog post, specific for a podcast, and so on. But at the moment when you're just starting out, don't be overwhelmed. Just sit down and find 2 more topics and write 2 more freebies. Even if it's just a 3 to 5 pages PDF, you need to solve 3 problems in your industry in order to just get to the point where you can talk with people and ask for their email address. So once you've done your homework and you have 3 freebies, what do you do next? The next thing you can do is choose 3 Facebook groups that you will be active on. And you will provide a lot of value in advance. and you will not promote your stuff. You will just be very generous, constantly listen to people's problem and try to solve those problems for them. Even if you're not the expert yet, you listen to the people's problem, you read their questions, and you go and you research and you find the solution, and you share the solution as detailed as possible, as generous as possible with them. And what will happen is people will start to check your Facebook user. They will start to send you friend request, and at some point even start to ask you questions. Well, if the freebie is mentioned in your user, in the bio of your Facebook user, then that by itself will create leads. And sometimes they just ask you, hey, can you tell me more about what you do? And you could send them, sure, how about you check my freebie? It's really the best way to start to get to know each other. So this might sound simplistic. It works, period. I know people that have six-figure businesses based on this alone, just this. So if you do 1, 2, and 3 already, you will be getting results. But you have to be very generous and invest about an hour a day in those 3 Facebook groups so that people get to know you as a valuable contributor of that group. The next thing I highly recommend you do is you create your own Facebook group. This way you can actually ask in the membership questions, something like, hey, I will have a freebie. It's really good. It solves this problem. What's your email address? Let me know and I'll send it to you. And this is a really nice, easy way to constantly grow your email list, because you're getting at some point people to, organically, people will see your Facebook group and join. For example, the 5 email in 5 days group by Daily Cookie is this idea that you should be able to write an email a day for 5 days, and then you have like 5 days worth of content. That's just a place where we share free ideas and advices. So you're also welcome to join this Facebook group. The next thing we use is lead gen Facebook ads, not conversion ads, not traffic ads, lead gen. If you don't know what that means, then I suggest you take your time before you go into Facebook ads, because it's actually very technical, very complicated, and hard to do. But among the different ads that you can use, lead gen ads are the simplest ones that actually get results for your email list, because you only need like a few graphics, probably 3 graphics for the email, some copy for the ad, some copy for the ad, and then you don't need a landing page, because the landing page is integral to Facebook. And then you also need like a banner for the lead form. And then you'll need some sort of an automation to take the emails from Facebook and put them into a MailChimp or any other CRM. And then you could send people emails. So this tactic is actually quite powerful. You can buy an email address of someone that is interested in what you do for as low as $1 to $2. And if you're not optimized with your campaigns are not optimized, then it might cost $5 to $10 per email address. So be careful about this tactic. Facebook is a vicious platform for some and can cost a lot of money before you actually start getting results. For example, even as high as like $5,000 before you're starting to see real significant results from Facebook. So if you don't have $5,000 to invest into your self-education, then maybe you should skip this one. The next one of my favorites is a podcast. I've created podcasts in different niches, 6 of them altogether, and I run them according to with a season each time. So it's about a season a year. And that way I have a break between seasons and I can actually fit it all into a year. And a podcast is a great way to offer your freebie. So it's content that is relatively easy to produce because there's no video involved. And it is a skill. You need to learn how to do some audio editing. These days, I delegate my audio editing. And so I don't do it. I don't do a lot. In general, I do the coaching and the strategy. And that's a lot of hours, but not really like the work I delegate by now. because 6 companies is just hard to manage by yourself. So I have a team of 10 people. But in the beginning, I think you should learn how to do some minor audio editing. If that sounds interesting for you, the rewards are huge because this is not a saturated platform. So I highly recommend podcasting, but you don't have to do podcasting to succeed. It's just one more way to grow your email list. And if you have a podcast, you might as well have a blog, and you can even have a YouTube channel for that. So just know that you can also write. There is still room to succeed in business by getting a search engine optimization value. It does take longer, and it is frustrating in the beginning because you're not being seen by a lot, but it does work. This is an example from one of our businesses called Kids Entertainer Academy and kidsentertainerhub.com, and it's basically a blog and a podcast. The next option is LinkedIn. So this is actually powerful because on LinkedIn, you don't need a lot of connections in order to start getting results. So, and LinkedIn is amazing in how detailed they can give you, like the search function is so detailed. So you could literally connect with people and send them a message and send them, hey, I've created this freebie. It solves this problem. I noticed that you are relevant because of that. Then would you like to see it? And this is a powerful free way, end-to-end free, to get people's attention. Then they are very, very specific to your needs. Just, sometimes what we sell is not B2B, and then it's a little bit harder in LinkedIn, but LinkedIn is amazing still, even with courses. The next option is Google Ads, number 9. And Google Ads is something you can, this is again, a little bit more complicated. You will need a squeeze page or a sales page, but it still works. It's a bit expensive. You can expect every click to cost $1 to $2. And if your squeeze page converts in about, let's say 20%, which is relatively good, then you can do the math of how much you're going to pay for an email address, potentially something like $2 to $4. And so it's not the cheapest way to get leads into your email list, but it's another valid opportunity in case you have the money to spend. And finally, there's the email outreach option. Again, a very technical option, requires you to learn a few skills, like how to scrape for emails and how to create an email outreach campaign. Luckily, there are resources out there that are free that teaches you how to do that. We use mailshake.com for our email outreach, and we're getting nice results with it. So just something to consider as well, to have at the back of your awareness, that you can actually just send an email to someone that didn't give you permission, as long as the email is not salesy. And I'm not a lawyer, so take this advice with a grain of salt. So we have created for you a nice resource that will give you, the copy of what to send in an email to the people once they joined your email list, after some time when they already know you, and then you can actually sell your course through through emails. It doesn't really matter which CRM you're going to use. I've used a bunch of them, like MailChimp and Drip and Infusionsoft and even more, but it doesn't matter. All of them are good. All of them gets the results of of moving an email from one place to another. So just choose one and work on your freebie and slowly go through the list of the tactics that I've shared today. Thank you for listening. I'm Ziv Raviv. I've launched over 120 online courses and 6 different podcasts. And dailycookie.co is where you should go to check what we do. We help course creators like yourself to delegate copywriting, and especially especially once you get to the point where you are too busy to do it yourself. So we can nurture your list for you and learn your voice and help you grow. And most importantly, help you stay in your genius zone of creating strategic freebies and courses. So we have an extra bonus free something for you at dailycookie.co/freebie. That's on top of the courses freebie that we've created for you for LifterLMS clients. I am personally a LifterLMS user. We use the universal, the universe bundle, and we love it. And I think that creating online courses becomes easier when you don't need to worry about so many things because the technology stack is working for you. That's why we chose to use LifterLMS throughout our businesses. And we always have a component of an online course. Even if it's a service, we have some online course that accompanies the service. And sometimes we just sell memberships and online courses individually. So LifterLMS is the platform we chose. And I hope that you take action on the things I shared with you today. Let's connect. I invite you to check our stuff. That's the fastest way to connect with me. And I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Thank you, everyone, and see you soon.